Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a tarot monthly horoscope for October 2019. And this is for you coming from Aquarius. So, first, let me shuffle my cards and also tell you about my email, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and we can talk about a personal reading. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull will have to do with your first 15 days of October. And I'm going to tackle the area of your job. And this is a very good card of Venus for you. And so you'll be very lucky in the first 15 days of October regarding job. Many things are going to go your way. Good news, perhaps, of more money and a better promotion or more status. And whatever you do is going to be very appreciated. The next card that I pull will be to do with your business areas for the first 15 days of October. And this is a good card. It attracts a lot of energy. So you are a person like a magnet who is going to attract people to either give you business or to do business with you, or perhaps to even form a partnership with you. So get busy during this first 15 days of October. Promote yourself in every way possible. There's a chance for you to expand business. Now, the next card for the first 15 days of October is got to do with a new romance that you may find. And it's a good enough card, except that there seems to be an overdose of emotions. And that could be a cover up of some kind. So much so that I worry that there could be another party involved as well. And so there's a tendency to overdo things. So it's you that I'm talking to. So if you find a new romance in the first 15 days of October, try to get it clear. Try to do some detective work to see whether that person is totally free or whether he or she is still entangled in some kind of a web of complication in love areas. And now the next card will have to do with an existing romance if you have it. And this is a much better card. It's a very stable card. And so you will have the chance of doing and being very happy in your ongoing partnership of romance, and you will do well enough. Now, about marriage and family. Let's pull this card to do with your first 15 days, and let's see what the card says. Oh, this is a marvelous card. And it says there's shelter, which means there's protection regarding anything to do with your marriage. So your marriage is very secure and doing pretty well. The only thing I see there is that the signs of Venus are very strong. So it might make you a bit of a perfectionist, a person who demands things. So try to lessen that, and your marriage will do even better in this first 15 days of October. Now let's go to the last 16 days of October, and I'll talk to you about your job area. And this is another very good card. It says that the flow of energy where your job is concerned is marvelous. You could either be very creative or you could do something very spectacular to come to the attention of your job, people who are in charge of it, and you will gain a lot in your job area. So work very hard and promote yourself where your job is concerned. And I might say if you apply for a new job in the last 16 days, you should get some good news as well. And the next card now I'm going to pull is got to do with your business. And look at that. There are many business opportunities waiting for you, it says, and the possibility of you getting what you want. So chasing for a new business, yes. Improving your old business, the existing one to expand also, yes. So get busy for a very good last 16 days of October for business areas. Even chase for new business partnerships if you want that. Now about romance, and I'm going to pull a card to talk about a new romance that if you may find one. And it is a romance that is very solid and very strong, perhaps a bit too strong, because this card shows a sense of domination. It's either the domination coming from you or it's coming from that person that you newly meet in the last 16 days of October. And if you meet somebody, tell yourself to check about this dominating attitude from this person. and try to explain that you yourself, coming from Aquarius, you like your freedom as well. So a good dialogue would help that very much. And what about if you have an existing romance? Let's see how that goes. We have an existing romance, and that goes pretty well. It says no problems. There's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of friendliness. There's a lot of good tidings. So you're going to have an existing romance which is going pretty well. The only thing I could see from that card was attend to somebody taking charge. So since you are listening to me, try to be flexible where taking charge is concerned. And now what about marriage and family? And well, this is a very secure card. It says that everything is together. And it is a card where planets like Mercury are dominating, which means that good news about money or good news about communications. So everything is very friendly and doing very well for you. So you should be a very happy person in your marriage in the last 16 days of October. Now let me talk to you about you coming from Aquarius, about your lucky ages. There will be some of you coming from Aquarius who will be of these ages that the card will show, and you will be an extremely lucky person. And from this card, I'm going to pick out the numbers of Venus, which are, if you happen to be the ages of 14 or 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or even 77. You're going to be very lucky in the whole month of October in some area or another. Is it in business or job? Is it in romance or family? So get busy and chase for what you want, and you'll get that if you're these ages. If you're not of these ages, you'll need to have a 90-minute session with me to know what your next 7, 8, or 9 years, and I'll talk to you that a bit later. Now about your lucky dates, DATES. And this is a card of sunshine. So I've got to go for this lucky dates in the month of October, which should be for you the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th. So these are going to be extremely lucky dates for you, and you're going to be a lucky person, whether in job, business, whether in the casino, whether in romance or marriage. So be busy on these days and nights. And now about lucky colors. And let's see what your card would say about lucky colors. And well, I'm getting a lot of Venus cards for you. So this again is going to be the color turquoise, which is going to be very helpful for you. So wear plenty of turquoise during the month of October, and you will have an aura which is found to be very attractive, and you will get what you want. Now, what about direction? Well, there are 9 planets chosen to look after Earth, and that's our solar system. So when we look north or south or east or west, when we face any there, we get this sense of strength or weakness. And for the month of October, I would advise you to be inspired, face east as much as possible. Face east as much as possible, and your aura will be very, very strong. And the possibility of people finding you very attractive in what you say and what you do will also be very strong. So face east during the month of October and become very lucky. Well, regarding this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50, I will tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years. And based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, I'll be able to help you in any area of your life to be better than the rest, because I'll give you a lot of information from the universe, your lucky colors and your lucky days and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions. And of course, your lucky personal lottery numbers, which will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and most of all, looking at your palms. And with all that information, your next 7, 8, or 9 years will come under your control, and you'll be that one very special person, better than the rest. And I will show you how to get into that supernatural side of you. It's very easy how to get there. And I will show you so that you can be better than the rest. I look forward to receiving your email, which is Andy, my email, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and goodbye.